And Big Bo, that's my partner in crime. Random thoughts miss mine. I can never do this by my lonely. So we the duo, snatching up all the kudos. Bound to find the loopholes, yeah, you know. So keep tuning in, enjoying the vibe. Forever raw, forever real. It's him, it's I. You love, yeah, you love this podcast. You love, yeah, you love this podcast. You love this podcast. You love this podcast. Be intentional with your time because the end can come swiftly. It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 5. Episode 160.
Yeah.
What the business is. It's that man with the plan, Big Kev. And that's cuz with the buzz, Big Bo.
Yo.
And you know we got that food for yourself. For sure. And you know we got to do a disclaimer.
Yeah.
I mean, we just got to, bro. I mean, just like, I feel like we just keep it so raw, so real, so organic.
Yeah.
You never know from episode to episode what we gonna say or do. So for those that don't like that spontaneity of recording and podcasting, I'm gonna give you a way out.
Man.
If you want it. If you want it. Like Bo said, you should watch it, but if you want it, I'm gonna give you a way out. The Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel police podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel police podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that.
Yeah.
And y'all don't know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity, motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, love.
Bring it in.
So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation, and I got something for us. Let the refining and improving of your own life keep you so busy that you have little time to criticize others.
Hey.
Man, work on yourself and you ain't got to worry about the next man or the next woman.
I ain't worried about it at all.
I ain't worried about nothing. What was that song back in the day? Was it French Montana? I ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how I gotta be. I ain't worried about nothing but what's going on with my family, my life, and my circle. Everybody else, you do what you do.
Boy.
All right, so we want to say what's up to the podcast faithful, the Pulpit Podcast faithful. You gotta say that. Yeah,
Man.
the one, you know what I'm saying? We did another great show.
Pick a peck.
Pick a parry, you know, you get your tongue tied, you know what I'm saying? The Pulpit Podcast faithfuls. Want to say what's up to y'all. Want to say thank you for rocking with us. Yeah. We got another great episode on deck for y'all. You know, so I hope y'all ready to get into it. Because before we get into it, how you feeling? It was kind of gloomy on a Sunday, but how you feeling?
Oh, hey. As long as the temperature's going down a little
Sheesh.
bit, I'm perfectly fine with it.
I told somebody we paying for our sins right now, boy. That town has got that heat dome or whatever they call it.
Yeah. Now everybody getting it. At least from the
east.
It's
moving the Midwest to the east. Yeah.
It's been hot. So other than that, man, you know, everything.
I'm doing like the Dave Chappelle. Come on with that 70 back. Come on with that 75. Y'all always saying y'all want summer, and I say I love fall. I'm a fall guy.
Yeah, me too.
But it's the reason why, because you're miserable. Like, you're in your house with AC and you're miserable sometimes. Like, can this AC get any colder?
And I've worked every day.
Ooh.
Like,
hey, shout out to Bo, because being in a hot warehouse or any type of situation like that without an AC in this condition, yeesh.
Oh, yeah.
And hot ass machines going and stuff.
Plenty of fluids.
Yeah, drink them Gatorades, boy. That's what you definitely need, them Gatorades or Powerades or electrolyte packets. Put them in your water, whatever you got to do.
Got to.
Stay hydrated, for real, whatever way.
Man.
We don't want nobody having no heat stroke out here.
Woo.
All right, Bo. So I was thinking, 2009, place it. Put yourself in that scene. 2009.
I know exactly what.
You know, like, what was it, the Golden Girl? She would be like Sicily. 2020, picture it. 2009, you in them streets. You riding, we in the club. What we bumping?
It was a lot going on.
Boy.
2009.
Say that.
I'm going to say the majority what I was bumping in 2009 was mixtapes.
Okay.
I'm the Drake's So Far Gone.
Yeah.
The
Best I ever had.
J. Cole. He had two. He had one he had dropped earlier, but he dropped in 2009. So he had like basically 2 mixtapes that was new to me.
That was the year of the mixtape when they was battling. Boys would get deals off the mixtapes.
Cass was. But did a Big Sean mixtape come out?
I think all that little pocket of Drake, Big Sean, and
Here go my
J.
guy.
Cole.
Here go my guy. 2009. Y'all ain't gonna know this guy. I'm gonna say XV. Everybody's Nobody. Actually, listening to Everybody's Nobody, that introduced me to Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean.
Okay.
But that mixtape,
okay,
dopeness. But then, see, I'm not even gonna get into like the radio. I'm gonna let y'all since I chose the mixtape route.
2 aspects of it.
The mix because I'm saying that's really what I was bumping. I'm gonna tell you a mixtape that was in heavy rotation in my household, heavy rotation in the vehicle. I'm only saying this because I was with somebody that was a devout fan of this person.
Nicki.
No. I mean, we was playing that, but I'm going this route.
Okay.
A devout fan of this person. That R. Kelly Gangsta's Grill.
You bastards.
That mother, man. It was funny though. My girl, she's a huge R. She loved everything about R. Kelly. So I'm kind of looking at like, man, I don't feel like listening to no damn R. Kelly. I'm tired. I gotta hear R. Kelly all the damn R. Kelly. I think
that was around the time Kel started rapping though. Like having that more rhythmic.
Man, he dropped that Gangsta Grills. I was like, now this I can listen to. Man,
because he changed it because he started doing that more rhythmic.
He was basically, but he was outshining. He was out everybody's song that he jumped on and did his. He was outshining all. I'm like
Kales.
I'm like, dude, you got to make this a single now. Like, dude, you sound better than the other cat.
It was to the point where mixtape had songs on there that almost sound like remixes, unofficial remixes.
Man,
you was like, nah, y'all need to make this the remix.
Boy, you need to make
this to be the single.
This need to be the single, featuring you, young man.
So we'll just go with the hits of 2009 or whatever. Jay-Z, of course, and Alicia Keys, Empire State of Mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming off, you said the Blueprint 3, correct?
Yeah.
Blueprint 3 had Devil Auto-Tune.
Right.
We know that was one of the most popular ones right there. Then we got Drake, like he said. You know what I'm saying? Drake mixtape was played as a regular album.
Yeah, he had a couple singles off of it.
Best I ever had. Probably one of his best ones out there as far as the whole, you know what I'm saying, embodiment of it.
Whatchamacallit even got some, what's it, the one with Trey Songz?
Yeah. Yeah,
and Bun B.
Oh, you talking about successful? I just want to be successful.
That off a mixtape.
But the funny part about it is when they talk about that video,
when they be looking at the kids,
with the little young girls in there,
12 at night.
12 at night. What is that young girl doing out there at 12 at night?
Hey, Trey even look like, damn, you
hey, what we doing out here? What we doing?
He like, man.
Like when Dave Chappelle was riding around with old boy, he was what do they call it? Is Wayne Brady gonna have to smack him?
Yeah, that's wild.
Then you got Kid Cudi, Day and Night. Yes. You know, I am not a huge Kid Cudi fan.
I love Kid Cudi.
I know he is, but I did like that Day and Night song. I did. I listened to that.
Yeah.
He had Eminem. You know, he had the Crack a Bottle. You know what I'm saying? That was off of the Relapse. You know what I'm saying? It was much stuff off the Relapse or whatever. It wasn't I don't think it's one of his greatest albums or whatever, but you know, it definitely had Crack a Bottle. I remember it was on there.
It was one of them albums I liked at the time, and then it was probably like a year or two later. I went back. I was like, I don't know. It didn't age well to me.
I know this song. I was in Cloud9, and I was listening to it with a shot of Hennessy, and it was Kanye West Heartless at the time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because when you just listen to it, dun, 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 all them little kids playing out, that was the jam there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cold as a me and me, yo. I'm telling you, that whole little, what was it called? 808 and the Heartbreaks?
But that came out in 08.
It says 09.
09?
Yeah, that's what it say. Yep. Saying technically it dropped. You correct. Technically it dropped late 08, but Heartless was really like banging in 09, you know what I'm saying? More than, I think he dropped it like that December.
or that November thing, you know what I'm saying? So the single really got jumped off in 09 when you were really, what you call it. Shout out to T.I., Dead and Gone. I know y'all remember that. Paper Trail. Paper Trail was a killer album. Dead and Gone with Justin Timberlake was one of the bangers. It was like, what's up? What's happening? That's when he was taking shots, said Shawty Low. And that album, Paper Trail, might have been T.I.'s best album out of his whole discography. Paper Trail's a classic.
Nah, it was
then
hard.
you had Young Money, that had Every Girl. That was on the radio consistently.
Yeah, that's old now.
Rick Ross had Maybach Music 2, which featured T-Pain, Lil Wayne, and Kanye West, which is a hard song. What is that off of? The album is Luxury. What is it called? The album's called, I'm trying to think.
You talking about the
with the Maybach
Rick
2
Ross?
on there. What is that album called? That's a good album, though, because I remember that Maybach Music 2. That's a good album. Wale, he had a song Chillin'. This was kind of, at the time, I think Wale was leaving, or Double MG. I don't think he was with them.
No, he wasn't. He hadn't even signed with.
He hadn't signed with them
he
yet?
hadn't
Okay, so
got
that's
with
why
them
the
yet.
sound sounded different. I couldn't remember
he
if he had
hadn't
left
got
them
with
or,
them yet.
yeah.
He was still.
But he was with Cool and Dre working with this one, on this track.
Yeah.
Fabulous, he had his song Throw It in the Bag with the Dream. I know y'all remember that, you know what I'm saying? Fabulous always had some. Then we know B.O.B., one of T.I.'s proteges, had Nothing on You with Bruno Mars, whatnot.
You know that was supposed to be a Lupe song?
Yeah, I seen an interview about it. Then Bo was talking about this earlier. Props to Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy said I did it first, but I'm gonna tell you, this was a hit. Y'all can hate on Soulja Boy. I know he had the Crank That Soulja Boy, and he had Go Get Silly. Then he had like some other stuff that I listened to. But this song had everybody hop up out the bed, turn my swag on.
Man.
Then the niggas say what's up.
Man, that song was hard.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, that's almost like a inspirational, affirmation in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Man, get up, get high.
I'm getting money. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Soulja Boy on that one. All them the Black Eyed Peas had that boom, boom, pow. Gotta get that boom, boom. And that was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I remember that at NBA games and all over MTV at that time. And then Asher Roth, I love college. I do remember that. Asher Roth didn't really have a long career, but yeah, but I do remember that. I love that college song that was on TV. But that's 2009 in a nutshell. You got anything else?
Don't forget No Ceilings.
Oh, No Ceilings came out 2009?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How can I forget that? That might be the creme de la creme of mixtapes. No Ceilings and them dedications. Oh my goodness. That's some immaculate rapping.
Man.
When y'all say I get on Lil Wayne about the Twitter rap, when he does his mixtape thing, that's something to behold.
I know Pac Div had.
Matter of fact, he had that Def Auto-Tune remix. What you call it? He had Show Me What You Got. Is it Show Me What You Got on that one? Well, he did. Whichever one he did, a Show Me What You Got remix.
Yeah,
if he's Kobe,
yeah.
something, I'm LeBron, something. Hey,
Yeah, that might be on No Ceilings.
Woo, you talk about supreme lyricist. Hey, boy was snapping off on that album.
Yeah. Pac Div, Church League.
But you just see how 2009 has so many different variations of music and hits. All these sound totally different.
Oh, we got to point this out real quick. We got to, because this song became an anthem. And a lot of people didn't realize what they were getting into. But the song, Pretty Wings by Maxwell. Beautiful song.
Pretty wings.
Beautiful song.
Pretty wings.
But you had people getting married to this song.
They don't even know the meaning.
And the song is a breakup song. So I'm at the wedding, I'm listening, and I'm like,
I'm sad now. I'm
like,
supposed to be joyous.
I'm like, hey, I don't think this marriage is going to make it to
this marriage ain't going to last. This is a prelude. This is a prelude.
Y'all don't even know what y'all getting into because y'all bumping a damn song talking about let's break it off.
Is this a prelude to divorce court? Dun, dun, dun.
Hey. Pretty wings. Yeah, that was another one.
Okay. Shout out to Maxwell. Hey, that was a good song, though. But people didn't listen to the lyrics, I guess.
Boy.
All right, Bo. What is something that's actually healthy, but most people think it's not?
Man, I'm going to say fasting.
Mm.
I mean, don't do it all the time, but like, I see some do 24-hour fast. I see some do 72-hour fast and then eat.
I think you just gotta know your body.
Yeah, yeah, I would say fasting.
Fasting.
That's about it. I mean,
fasting can think about fasting is it can be healthy as well as spiritual. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of basis from fasting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
so,
people. Yeah.
Some people do it just for religious purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So some people do it to lose weight. So I'll say eggs. There's a myth that eggs you can only eat the whites of eggs and the rest is not healthy. That's false. The yolks are good for you too. Yeah. They say it's high in cholesterol. It's bad for your health. But in reality, cholesterol doesn't raise blood cholesterol for most people. Eggs are loaded with protein, healthy fats, and essential nutrients like choline. Everything you take in your body, as long as you do it in moderation, is all good. You know what I'm saying? You still got to be modest with the consumption of it.
That might be up there.
You still got to be modest. It's the same thing. It's just a word to say. You still got to be modest with the consumption of it. You do, so. But that's the word I was looking for. I was. Coconut oil. People think it creates heart disease. In reality, in moderation, coconut oil is raised good HDL cholesterol and has, I don't even remember that word. It's not a miracle food, but it's not a villain either. You know what I'm saying? It's like it has a vitamin in there. It can be healthy. Like all these things.
Riboflavin. I ain't gonna mess with
that. That says antimicrobial. I think that's what it said, but I wasn't about to try to. Yeah. Then whole milk. You know what I'm saying? Like, dairy. They say fat makes you fat. You know what I'm saying? Taking those fats in, but they definitely can be healthy. You know what I'm saying? With other things, that don't even link to obesity. People just, like I said, one thing I learned in life. People always say something to create their narrative or to project or propel their narrative. Yeah. And so that's how I normally get like bananas. Them bananas got too much sugar in them. No, if you do it right, it definitely helps for energy. It helps for your healthy heart. All fiber, potassium, has multiple things. Potatoes, white potatoes, they say all them carbs is bad. They make you big, White potatoes have fiber. It helps with the skin. Vitamin C, potassium. You know what I'm saying? So dark chocolate. People say, oh, you eating a candy. That's sugar. That's junk food, But really, chocolate has antioxidants, magnesium, and they improve your health and your heart health in moderation. Like everything, you don't just go get a king-size Snicker, go get another one, have 3 or 4 a day. You know what I'm saying? It's all about moderation and whatever you do. Coffee, same way. You know what I'm saying? In moderation. Don't have 5 cups, big old cups, and be addicted to it.
Man.
Every salt, boom. They're going to say it's high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Put salt in there. But it can be important to you and help you as well. You know what I'm saying? Just a little salt.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Crazy.
So just think about that in life. You know what I'm saying? Don't always listen to the status quo. Do your own research. Know your body. Make the best decision for you and yourself. Okay, Bo. We call ourselves seasoned in this game, right?
Yeah.
What level of adulting have you achieved that you truly believe? Like, what level you at?
I don't know, because...
I don't know.
Because I'm not one of them who sit and compare themselves to whoever got something going on.
You bring yourself to yourself. You ain't got to compare to nobody else.
I think I'm doing a good job of...
I think you holding it down?
Yeah, being an adult. I don't know what level I am.
I am at a supreme level. I'll give you an example. This is how you're at a supreme level when you turn down getting something that you really wanted, you know what I'm saying, to pay a bill. Like, you like, oh, them Jordans come out. Oh, this come out. Oh, I would love to have a new studio. I would love to go buy some new speakers that cost $umpteen. I would love to get these new softwares. But guess what? That rich dude, mother.
Yeah.
And I know this. So I'm not one of those ones going to put it on a credit card. Oh, I get it later, because if you know what a credit card is, that means you still got to pay. And them interest rate going to hit you all up the ass. Yeah. And it's going to be way more if you just pay cash for it versus having an interest rate, unless you got a good interest rate with good credit. But most people don't. Yeah. That's why they give it to you. It's all a ploy to keep paying them. And if you notice, your credit score don't even go up until you have credit card with a limit, a balance on there. Because when you have one that don't have a balance, they'll take it away from you. So in America, it's all about being in a debt. You know what I'm saying? They want people to be in debt. house, car, credit cards. We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. But you gonna pay for life?
Yeah.
College education. We'll give it to you. But you gonna be paying well into your 40s and your 50s?
Yeah.
We'll give it to you. So that's the thing about life. That's why when I was talking about, we was talking about like maybe last week as a recap, how people floss, I got a new car. I got a new house.
Yeah.
We'll give it to you.
Yeah.
But you got a bill. You're gonna be paying for life. So what you showing off for? Unless you gonna buy one straight off the the showroom floor, pay cash, and you pay for your house and you ain't got no bill. Now that I can honor. Like, hey man, I just bought this $250,000 house. It's paid for. You doing your thing. You out here busting it. You go get a bill. Anybody can get a bill. That's not an achievement to me. Am I wrong?
Nah, you're exactly right.
Anybody can get a bill.
Hey, shit.
They will. Even if you got bad credit, they will find some way to give you that bill.
Mm-hmm. We can work some things.
We can work some things. We can finagle some things out. Finagle. So
how about we give you higher interest rate?
But I be seeing people be like, "Hey, I got to get these shoes. Light bill ain't paid. I got to get my hair done. Water bill ain't paid." You know what I'm saying? Like all type of craziness. You ain't reached the level of adulting that you should reach because all of that is priority. The rest of that stuff is a want.
And then too, when you at a point where, boom, you just looking at stuff, you casually, you ain't even really looking to purchase anything.
Yeah.
You see something, hey, I got things taken care of. It ain't gonna hurt me to go ahead and purchase this because I got things taken care of. It ain't no dilemma then. It ain't no like,
Because you made sure that everything else was taken care of prior. So that's adulting. It's like knowing these other bills is taken care of. I'm in a good position where it's not going to hurt me to make this purchase.
I'm not gonna say who it is, but they be having special shoes that come out. I be trying, I stick with Puma. Puma's my brand.
Yeah.
I done try to get 2-3 other pairs when they drop. I just happened to wake up. Got an email. Look, my size was still in stock. I was like, bro.
Well, aren't you lucky?
You gotta get it. It's like you done tried 3 other sizes.
Aren't you lucky your size is in stock? My size is never in stock.
Hey, I had to go and get that bad boy.
And that's what I was telling people, like, I don't care, like, being Big Kev is a pleasure. It comes with a lot of trinkets of gifts and you know what I'm saying, and compliments and everything like that, right? It makes you feel good. But what don't make you feel good is when you can't get no shoes. You see everybody flashing these nice little colors that I would rock, and you do what I think. As soon as I look up, size 13, size 14 at the best. 15s and 16s, I don't even know where they at. Some people don't even put them on their page. Every shoe on the website has no 15s or 16s I think ever.
Puma, the highest they go is
14. I know. 14. I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah.
You got to rock a couple colors. I'm like, I like that. I got a couple fits to go with that. Not me. Got an Apple Watch. I finally buckled down and got one. You know what I'm saying? I got a good deal off Xfinity. Guess what? My wrist. My wrist.
Damn.
So now I gotta get this extender to the watch to make it look all funny looking and take away from the dopeness of it. I'm still rock that mud though, because I pay for it. But I gotta get an extender. So y'all,
I'm sorry.
Be happy. Yeah. Y'all got smaller feet, smaller wrists, smaller body parts. Be happy. Be happy.
Smaller body parts.
Well, that's a little different. That's a little different right there. You feel me? But yeah, that was just a Big Kev tantrum that I had to get out. You know what I'm saying? I was on a tirade for a minute, but I'm back. All right, so here we go. We did a couple Would You Rathers in a minute, so I got a couple of quick ones. You know what I'm saying? Bo.
Yeah.
Would you rather forget your favorite memory forever or relive your worst memory every day for 10 seconds?
Relive my worst memory every day for 10 seconds because I ain't giving up the good ones.
Yeah, I feel that. You gotta sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice for them better moments. I jig for that.
Be like, hey, all right, I have my 10 seconds. All right. We back to the good shit.
Back to the good stuff. 10 seconds, yeah, I see that. Now, if it said the whole day, every day, I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. All right. Would you rather always know when someone is lying or be able to lie and everyone believes you?
I'd rather lie and everybody believe me.
Hey, you know I'm about to close in on that new house. I got me a mansion out on the lakefront. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the lakefront.
Well, that was to the shocker back in the day with that no limit. You ain't got a lot to kick it. He was like, yeah, I just copped that new Bentley. Put that thing on 22s, baby. Pay for it cash.
Tell him a lakefront. Yeah, over there on South Arlington.
It's on South Arlington on the lakefront. What you mean, the retention pond? you got an apartment on the retention pond?
Nah, they be like, because they believe. I know what you talking about, right?
and then people be, and then them yes men, instead of saying, nigga, you lying like a mug, they gonna be like, hey man, I seen that house. I ride past all the time.
I seen that house.
It's not a house even over there. It's a whole bunch of apartments.
That's hilarious.
All right. Would you rather be stuck in a horror movie with no way out or a romantic comedy, but you're the friend zone sidekick forever?
Man, put me in the horror movie.
No way out?
Yeah, man. I ain't about to be the sidekick, dude, forever.
He said forever? But there's no way out of the horror. You stuck like Chuck. I'm going to just be a friend. In a horror movie for no way out? Meaning you can't come up with nothing good to not die.
Eventually, whoever's chasing me gonna get tired. I'm gonna be able
no
to
way
live.
out. No, it's gonna be Jason. If you ever watch, Jason been walking since Friday the 13th, the first one, in the same camp.
Jason, I be trying to take a shit. Jason be like, hey, I be like, damn, can I take a shit? He be like,
as much walking as Jason do, why he ain't skinnier?
Man,
he big. You don't drive a car. You be everywhere, dude. You go from the camp to the city. Man, I ain't seen Jason in New York. How'd he get there? He ain't take a plane.
Man, he was up on skyscrapers knocking people's heads off.
No. When you think about it, how did Jason get to Manhattan?
He walked.
He walked.
That nigga did not hitchhike.
And nobody thought it was crazy.
Hold up. He probably tried. Everybody was like, hell no.
So this is another thing I'm talking about when movies are far-fetched. Another recap. Far-fetched. How in the hell Jason get to
Crystal Lake?
Crystal Lake. I don't know where the hell is that, but I know it ain't by Manhattan.
Man.
How do you get to Manhattan walking like people don't see you? He always got his machete. Walking with a mask on, and nobody called the cops on the highway when he was walking. It's a strange man. It ain't Halloween, so you can't get away with it.
You know, they ain't have cell phones, so they would have to pull up at the next exit.
Somebody gonna tell. Somebody gonna tell. I don't care if you gotta tell the local cop.
It's gonna be an hour later. Hey, in the county, 2 counties over, it's some guy standing with a machete.
But he's walking the highway to get to Manhattan. You can't take the backwoods to get to Manhattan the whole way. You gotta be on the street somewhere. There I go. That's what I'm saying. The far-fetched shit we be talking about.
He's on I-62.
I-62. All right, here we go. Would you rather win $10 million but never be able to tell anyone, or be broke and everybody believes you're rich?
Give me that $10 million. I ain't got to say a goddamn thing.
You know what? I'm just going to be like Daddy Warbucks. I'm going to just be buying stuff for people. Don't ask. Accept and shut up. Don't ask.
The check cleared.
It cleared. The car is yours. I'm like Bob Barker out this bitch. Come on down. For real. Would you rather get paid $100,000 to fight Mike Tyson, or $500 to slap your boss in front of the whole office?
$500?
$500. Yeah, $500 to slap your boss in front of the office.
Hey man, I'll take $100,000 to take on Tyson.
I'm gonna get banged up for a minute. Like, just hit me and I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna do one of those fights he didn't have that got hit in the stomach. He hit me in the liver. I'm out of here. I'm pulling the Oscar De La Hoya. I'm out before he do too much bodily damage where I can't enjoy the $100,000. Because if I'm disabled or handicapped, $100,000 don't look so tantalizing.
I'm cramping.
I'm about to die. My internal organs are bleeding. No, you're gonna hit me one time, and I'm taking a dive. Seriously.
Hey, it'll look like a LeBron flop.
Yeah, lay flop. I'll be lay flopping all over the place
Tyson
like a fish. Flip flopping all over the place.
He's gonna be like, "You're a bitch."
I don't care, but I'm a rich bitch. For real. All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Would you rather have fingers that constantly scream or toes that glow bright red when you lie? Like that game Operation, but it's your toes.
Let me have my toes glowing bright.
Yeah, because I can keep them motherfuckers in socks. Yeah, I don't want my fingers just screaming at people, you know what I'm saying? Try to wave it like, ah! Try to pound them like, ah!
Hey, but still, he said I can keep the motherfuckers in socks. So like, okay, you got your little white socks.
They glowing like a mother.
Hang on, check this out. So you and your girl, y'all sitting on the couch, you got your feet kicked up, y'all watching one of them like what are the relationship type shows.
So am I getting fat? No, you ask you a question like liar. Do you think I'm getting fat?
You like, nah,
baby, you right.
You see the damn sock.
Toes just blinking.
She look like, what the hell?
Toes blinking like a beacon. Just over there. Hey, what's wrong with your toes? Oh, nothing, baby. It's a condition. This lying. That's how it is when they say you lie from one lie to the next. That's exactly what would have happened. Oh, baby, it's a condition.
Boy.
But it'd be funny if they went red and they beat like the Operation game.
Yeah, that's
the side. Every time you lie, how you like this dinner? Oh, it was great.
Man.
That'd be funny as hell. All right. So now we're gonna get into sports. We'll split up entertainment. I like to split them up now. Sports. This is one close to my heart. I've been watching a lot of analysts, just regular ESPN, sports analysts and athletic, people who did the game, played the game, professional analysts. And the disrespect to Kobe Bryant has got to stop. I'm going to go ahead and do my thing, and then Bo can get his take, but y'all know this is my guy, so I'll take the Rams on this. Okay, first, we're going to talk about Chandler Parsons disrespects Kobe, saying that despite, he's basically said, Kobe far below many greats. He said he's below Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Shaq, Kareem, Wilt, Bird, Magic, Tim Duncan, the Joker, Steph Curry ahead of him. And he said that KD was a better player despite saying that Kobe Bryant had a better career overall. That's one take.
Okay.
Chandler Parsons, he's a motherfucking lie. Want to tell you, you played against Kobe. I want to say, all y'all played against Kobe at some time. Why didn't you make that known when you was playing that he wasn't that good? You wouldn't have said that to Kobe Bryant if he was still alive. That's one. Tracy McGrady, Gilbert Arenas. Theirs is not as bad as that take from Chandler Parsons.
Yeah, that was a wild take.
That's a wild take.
Man.
Wild take. So wild. But the one, Tracy McGrady said basically if you input him in the Lakers offense with Shaq, he would have won rings too, like Kobe. And I want to say this, Tracy McGrady, you are a great talent.
Phenomenal.
You definitely had your battles with Kobe to where people were thinking, hey, who's the better person skill-wise, you know what I'm saying? Because you had everything, 6'10", pull-up jumper, three-pointer, had handles. Post up.
Athlete.
It was an athlete. One thing you lack, your defense wasn't as great as Kobe's. Your tenacity wasn't as great as Kobe's. That's what might not have got you those championships. Because even though he had Shaq, there were times where the championship looked dire. Let's talk about the Sacramento Kings used to give the Lakers hella problems.
Yeah.
The Portland Trailblazers used to give the Lakers hella problems. They had to win at the end. Y'all remember the lob that Kobe did to Shaq to dunk at the game 6, game 7? Do you remember Robert Horry hitting the three from the kick out, to beat the Sacramento Kings to get to the final? Do you remember going against the Indiana Pacers to where if they took them to 6 or 7 games and the Pacers were looking mighty formidable against the Lakers? And then Shaq fouled out. Who took over?
Kobe.
Who took over?
Kobe.
So what we talking about? To me, that is minimizing Kobe's skill. You can big up yourself and say, nah, I think, with the right situation, I might have got a championship, da-da-da-da, but just say I definitely would have.
Yeah.
It's wild to me because it takes more than just putting a new body in with a team. It's the chemistry. When you got along with Shaq, that, like Shaq said, them hating each other is what pushed them to greatness. You might have been buddy-buddy with Shaq and let Shaq get fat and out of shape to where he wouldn't have been the most dominant player in the game. You don't know that dynamic
And plus,
at all.
T-Mac, man, you are known for taking games off things off where your teammates knew, hey, when he's playing against when we're playing against Ron Artest, he's not going to play. So that creates a certain degree of synergy in the locker room.
Say that.
Where Kobe, it didn't matter who he going against.
You are going to get the best of
torn
Kobe.
Achilles, whatever. He's going at you. That permeates throughout the locker room. So you have players who probably average Joes, but now that they playing with somebody who's got that mentality, they going through a wall for them because they know that they gonna go full throttle.
Say that, Bo.
So you talking about just skill set? All right, we talking about like mental, your attitude, what you brought to it, IQ wise.
Yeah, and then you'll talk about like people like Sebastian Telfair.
I'll get the fuck out of here.
Trying to kill Kobe after his passing, just seeking attention, man.
All of them.
And I want to say shout out to the ones that's, defending Kobe.
Yeah, Perk.
Big Perk. Big Perk called out D-Wade. D-Wade,
Yeah,
he's on the D-Wade says some most craziest stuff I ever seen. Saying, love D-Wade.
Yeah, that's my guy.
One of the top shooting guards in the world. So we're not going to diminish none of his legacy.
None of that.
None of his career, but you wild for that take.
This take, yeah.
Saying Paul Gasol should have got the MVP when they was going against Boston. Did you watch how Paul Gasol looked against Kendrick Perkins, against KG, against all them big boys? I want to say PJ Brown. He looked
old school. Yeah.
soft.
PJ Brown.
Kobe had one bad game, but when you want to go to the bad game you speaking about, when
he
was
had a broken thumb or something?
I don't remember, but I know he had like game 7. He shot like 6 for 25. But the nigga had like 15 to 17 rebounds.
He was out there playing like, hey, I'm going to keep shooting.
I don't have my offensive game, but I'm still going to do whatever I need to do. That's what we love to see. Because it don't always go your way. It don't always be peaches and cream.
And 15 rebounds, that means he blocking boys out.
And against that team?
Boy.
Against
a physical
that team?
That means you out physical in a physical
But
team?
my thing is, why are we saying these things after the man's passing? I do recall nobody had the audacity when Kobe was alive to speak ill about the Mamba. All they want to say is, Kobe, yeah, he did this. Matter of fact, anyway, you shouldn't fix your mouth to say nothing because you said it yourself, the Olympic, when y'all lost, look who they had on their team. LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, and D-Wade. When y'all lost, who came to the team to make y'all win again? Who gave y'all the mindset of how you should play against these Europeans?
Kobe.
Who showed y'all work ethic? How many times people have said, when I seen Kobe's work ethic, I wasn't doing enough. Get out of here, man. Don't diminish my guy, especially while he gone. That's what I'm really taking issue to. He a grown man. If he was here, he would handle it himself.
They wouldn't say it.
You wouldn't say it. That's what makes it chicken shit, bro.
They wouldn't say it.
That's what make it clickbait and chicken shit. That's what I say.
I'm gonna say T-Mac. I'm gonna say only reason why I'm gonna say T-Mac is because his was more just asking a general question real quick. and you know ex-players got them egos.
Well, he didn't ask him that. He said that. They were talking about ring culture.
Okay.
And he implemented that when they was talking about he was as good as Kobe, that he said he did bring it into there. He was like, well, if you telling me if y'all substitute me with Kobe, I wouldn't get a championship. That don't mean you would get a championship, Tracy McGrady.
No, it's not.
And one thing about the players need to learn, just because somebody says you're not in this upper room, this upper echelon of people who are the greats that we call them, the GOATs, you know what I'm saying, in the GOAT conversation because of their championships, don't mean nobody's diminishing your career, your legacy, or your greatness as a player in your position.
Like, T-Mac got to look at every year, they comparing a kid out of high school saying he's T-Mac. Every year they're trying to find the next T-Mac. We're trying to find a 6'8", 6'9" athlete, ball handling, can do all this stuff. Every year they're trying to find a T-Mac.
Every year. They're always going to compare by size, by athleticism, by handles, by shooting ability to somebody who mimics, you know what I'm saying, or resembles that person. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about you trying to diminish somebody who's not here, I ain't cool with. Gilbert Arenas always try to use Kobe because another thing is, you gotta understand, any smart person would understand why Kobe is numbered on these ESPN charts so bottom. He ruffled a lot of feathers when he was around. Kobe was a dickhead when he was around. He was an asshole to many. They wanted to interview him. He get short interviews. He say slick stuff. He ruffled feathers because when he in the Mamba mentality, he wasn't with a lot of y'all.
Man.
So y'all taking it personal when y'all make these lists. You got to think about these are imperfect humans. These are people with feelings, and you know what I'm saying? And when they look at, I get a chance to put my 2 cents in, I'm definitely going to make sure he know. That's what that's for. But any basketball player, any person who had an eye test, any person who played against Kobe knows top 3, hands down. I don't care what you say. You can either say Kobe, LeBron, Mike. You can say Mike, Kobe, LeBron. You can say LeBron, whatever.
Chandler Parsons, you can't put all them players ahead of Kobe.
You can't really
put
tripping.
KD. I love Steph. You can't, no.
I love Steph. That is my favorite player in the game right now.
You can put Steph over LeBron.
Yeah, we ain't have that conversation. They don't want to have that conversation, though. We don't want to have that conversation, though. But you want to sit up there and put Kobe underneath 15 players? Tripping, dog.
Tripping.
He's tripping. All right, what else we got? Any entertainment? Any music you listen to?
I still just got the clips. Just them 2 songs.
Waiting for that 11, huh? Man, July 11.
I'm waiting for that bad boy to drop.
Shout out to Rick Ross. I do like this new song he got with Pharrell.
I seen it, but I did not listen to it yet.
For the money, it's a different feel. To me, it's like Ross.
Is it produced by Pharrell?
Yeah, produced by Pharrell.
All right.
So it has a different feel to it. He's rapping a little different. The case is not your typical, Maybach music or your, Cool and Dre or your what's called the sound that he's accustomed to. Mm-hmm. That Pharrell gave him a different type of sound. So it's refreshing to hear, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one thing music-wise I think that I seen that really came out that I wanted to check out.
That new-wise, yeah.
Oh, and we're just gonna talk about the Diddy thing. Real quick, in entertainment, we have come to the closing arguments where it's wrap. No more witnesses, no more nothing. What I will say is this. I'm pretty sure the judgment probably gonna come maybe next week or the week after. I will say is this. If you're saying on public perception, Diddy's guilty of so many things, you could put him behind bars, for a long time. If we're saying what the prosecution actually proved, Diddy should be walking.
Yeah.
I didn't see the trafficking. I didn't see the racketeering to the level where they're trying to charge him. It might have been things where you can implement and say they're, like a RICO or a racketeer, you know what I'm saying? It has.
He's going by a judge. It's not, okay.
You can have residue of where, okay, he did this across state lines, so it could be considered, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever, right? But for the most thing that they proved is Diddy is a sexual deviant who likes to party a lot, who likes to control the narrative, who likes to be a boss, who likes to put hands on women. And he does, use it by force to get his way. That's what I see.
Sound like a drug addict too.
And he's a drug addict. Yeah, he's definitely a drug addict. he got people running around like mules basically to get these drugs. They ain't trying to distribute it to the world. It's just distributed to him.
Yeah.
So I will say this, we always gonna look at it. I think whoever let all this information out, because you got to understand, when they say the Illuminati, I don't really believe it's just like a one secret group. I believe people in power with money watch each other's backs. And they keep it like that. So if it's something, you do some indiscretions, you do some crazy stuff, they can hide it. Like the hotel, it was hidden for all these years.
Yeah.
He paid them off. People paying people off all the time. Money and power does that. But when Diddy sued about the Ciroc deal or the liquor deal,
boy,
you ruffle the wrong feathers. And what they want to do is humble you. If you're not going to jail, what you going to make money off of? Your business ventures are done. Just the fact that the women, you turned off so many women because you just showed you abuses to women, period. Nobody's going to work with you because now your name is sullied.
I mean, you know what that would be? It's kind of like the end of the Snowfall.
Yeah.
Like go ahead and, yeah, he beat this case. He gets out of prison, but he comes out broke.
Broke. Looking terrible. Doing bad.
Broke. Hard to get any work.
And they know
they like that's probably worse than
they know that hits him harder because if you a bravado person, I did this, I gotta be in the spotlight, you know what I'm saying, da-da-da-da, and you don't have that anymore. He could make hits behind closed doors, you know what I'm saying? He could shadow produce stuff, you know what I'm saying, and still make money.
I'm gonna tell you what, as far as the music, it has not slowed down. It's the total opposite of R. Kelly, because when R. Kelly stuff came in, the court cases, and he started, catching.
I think it's because with the kids though.
Yeah, that his stuff was like boom, but it seemed like Diddy's stuff. I'm like
still on the radio.
Day, the one with Faith Evans. You know what I'm saying? They playing that. I'm like, not the
every day, every step I take. That what's called it? Are you missing you? I
think it might be somewhere it says Diddy. I got the key. And
with Faith Evans,
it's Faith
on
Evans.
and on and on and. Yeah, I don't know. Diddy got so many different songs, but I'm saying though,
it's like
they wouldn't take him off the radio. They taking him off the radio. They took R. Kelly off the radio because pedophilia is a whole nother ballgame. Nobody wants to be associated with liking somebody with pedophilia. I'm just being honest with you. So.
Yeah, I got that.
Being a freak and roughing up some people is a little different than roughing up some people. Just a tad bit different than being a pedophile.
We can deal with that.
Yeah, we can deal with that. Y'all grown, but going again, you do the perfect example. When you go to jail, what do we say? You mess with kids, that's one of them crimes. They will beat you up and do foul things to you instantly when they find out you are.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get no pass for that. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But I think his name is sullied forever. I think Bad Boy, he always said we can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I think this stopped you. Well, we'll see. People have come back from other stuff, but those were all white people too. I'm just be honest with you. So, I think he definitely still gonna make money. So he's still gonna have his lifestyle, but I don't think he'll have that fame. Diddy loves to be out in the camera.
Man.
He likes to, be this, lovable figure. That ain't gonna be no more. So, all right, Bo, you got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
I ain't got nothing else. It is a Sunday, so we definitely gonna start the work. We got Bo starts tonight. You want to say he have a good day? You know what I'm saying? And those who start Monday, I hope you have a great start to your work week. Number love and positivity always. Yep.